If you fly drones, whether it's FPV, quads, whoops, DJI camera drones, enterprise drones, or anything else, you all know we all share one problem: keeping our batteries charged while we're out and about. Now, desk chargers at home or in a nice warm office are great, but when you're out in the field, power becomes a bit of a challenge. And it's not just drone batteries. We've all got GoPro style cameras, mirrorless or DSLR camera batteries, even camcorders, and our powered microphones. I've got a ton of charging options in all shapes and sizes. When I really need to, I'll use a big old power station like this. But most of the time, I end up carrying a USB power pack in my pocket. The issue? More power usually means a bigger, bulkier pack. And I wanted something powerful, yet compact, without making it look like I've stuffed a house brick in my pocket. Now this is the INIU P63 Power Bank, rated at 25,000 milliamp hours at 91 watt hours. And for its size and weight, this is remarkable. And at first glance, it looks exactly what I need. If you find this video helpful, consider giving it a like, subscribing, or maybe just leave a comment to say hello. Hello, hello, and welcome to the Whirly Bloke channel. The specs on this are impressive. 25 amp hours, 91 watt hours in what is a very small case that will fit in the palm of your hand very easily. And it only weighs just under 400 grams. There's the usual button on the side here to check the state of charge on this display. It's very clear. There's not much going on, but it tells you everything you need to know. On the top, you've got this bidirectional 100 watt USB-C PD port, and that simply means that you can use this same port to charge this as well as power other things. And this supports 5 volts at 3 amps, 9 volts at 3 amps, 12 volts at 3 amps, 15 volts at 3 amps and 20 volts at 5 amps. That's where you get the 100 watts from. Then there's a dedicated 45 watt USB-C output. So that's the input and output. This is just the output section. And this will give you 5 volts at 3 amps, 9 volts at 3 amps, 12 volts at 3 amps, and 15 volts at 3 amps. And that's 45 watts. And lastly, you've got a good old 18 watt USB-A, 5 volt at 3 amps, 9 volt at 3 amps, and 12 volts at 1.5 amps. And because it's got the 100 watt bidirectional USB-C PD port, this can be fast charged very quickly if you've got a suitable charger. Now, I think we've all seen this sort of spec before, but not on such a small package. So, how have they done it? Well, according to their blurb, they use high-density tiny cells that are 20 to 30% smaller and hyperstack architecture for more compact circuit stacking. Whatever they've done, this pack is much smaller than others that I've got of a similar sort of power density. So what can you use this for if you're an FPV flyer, a DJI drone flyer, an occasional videographer? Well, firstly, because it's so small, it can just live in your pocket, and that's the main advantage. So let's have a look and see what you can use this for. So let's take this Mavic 3, and we've got a DJI Mini here as well. These are things that you need to keep charged, and they come with the usual battery chargers like this, and you can charge this with, let's get a lead here. This will fast charge these very quickly out in the field. So we plug that into the 100-watt port there, and you will see it fires up, and these will start fast charging. And you can tell it's fast charging because it's doing the fast flash. And if you look down here very carefully, you'll see that it's got the quick charge symbol there, little lightning symbol. So you can charge up your Mavic 3 batteries out in the field, no problem at all. Similarly with DJI Mini batteries, you can just plug that in there. This will start flashing away on probably that one, there we go. And that is fast charging. Pretty good, really. What else can we do? Well, obviously we've got a battery, the DJI radio batteries, remote batteries. We can use that to charge those up if we want to. Hopefully that will fast charge. Doesn't want to. Can't remember whether that's got a fast charge support on it or not. Doesn't matter. Now, the other thing that you want to do when you're out flying, you can have loads of batteries like this for your Mavic 3 or your Mini. But with a controller like this, there's no way of changing the battery. You have to go out with whatever charge you've got on it. Now that can become a bit of an issue if you're doing a long flight all day, you're swapping your batteries over, charging these up, that's all fine. But what on earth do you do with this? And not a lot of people actually know that you can do this, but I use it all the time. I tend to keep a power pack in my pocket, a lead, and there's nothing to stop you just plugging that in there and using it to fly and charge at the same time. It's a very useful way of extending the battery life of this to work pretty much for the whole day. Like I say, not a lot of people know that you can do that. Or even if you've got an old controller and the battery's just completely gone on it, you can't get a replacement or whatever, you can just power it like this and use it while you're flying. Quite a useful little thing to do. What else can we do? Well, if you fly FPV drones, you might be using a transmitter like this. Let's just turn this on.
Welcome to HTX.
And you can use this for charging the batteries in here. You can use the INIU for charging the batteries up just by plugging it in there. Let's escape out of that. There we go. So this is charging and you can be flying at the same time. So again, you don't have to rely on just having the life or whatever charge you've got in the batteries in here. You can put that in your pocket and off you go. And it also charges the batteries if you just want to charge them. So it's useful for FPV drone pilots. Now, there are some other things you can do with this. Again, things that people don't really realise. So here I have got it's a Toolkit RC M8 AC charger, which you can power from a battery or you can power from a mains outlet. But we're out in the field and we need to charge a battery up. We need to charge this up out in the field. Now I'm using this Speedy Bee adapter here, which means I can plug that into there and the charger has powered up. So I can actually start charging this battery at, what am I charging this at? Can't remember what I selected, about 1.3 amps. I think it's nearly fully charged actually, it's just dying down. But that's being charged up, being powered by the INIU P63. So you can use this for an awful lot of things. Very, very useful while you're out and about. And because it's so small, you can just put it in your pocket. It's fantastic. Now, those subjective tests give us a solid real-world impression of the P63, and so far it looks good. But a Whirly Bloke review wouldn't be a Whirly Bloke review without some hard numbers. So just like any other power bank or power supply that I get my hands on, it's time for some proper objective testing to see how it actually performs. And from experience, I know, just like a car MPG, drone flight times, or even EV range specs, the manufacturer's numbers don't always match up to real world results. Now, that's okay, and it's not really a problem, but we, or rather I, just need to know. So let's put this to the test. This is one of the standard test rigs that I use for testing power banks, batteries, power supplies and so on. This is an electronic load, and you can hear it's buzzing away now. The fan just kicked in. This just acts like a big load. It's quite a clever piece of kit. So I have got the P63 attached down through my PD trigger on here, so that we're fooling this into delivering 20 volts into the electronic load. And if we look here, I've set this to consume 5 amps, and we can see that the input voltage from here is 19.32. Now it should be 20 volts. Now this is not unusual. I find that all these power packs, when they're under load, the voltage drops by easily half a volt, just the way things work. You can see on here we have got power 96 watts. That's how much this is consuming out of this small power pack, and that's plugged into the 100 watt bidirectional port on the back there. And if we look at this test, I've been running this on and off. I'm not going to leave this running to show you all the way through, but I'll put some results up at the end because it takes at least an hour. This is on 82 watt hours at the moment. And the way I set this up is not to run for a specific time. It runs until the voltage drops down to something like 3 volts. The reason is that these power packs have their own cutout when they get down to that sort of level. So this is delivering nearly 100 watts into here. Like I said before, these numbers are never quite what you see on the manufacturer's spec, but this is pretty good, I have to say. How can we believe these numbers? Well, let's try something else. Let me just unplug all this. Let me turn that off. And we'll take that out of there. Move this out of the way. So over here, I have got another USB power bank. Hopefully get that in so you can't. There we go, there's no glare on there, that's quite good. This is a Chuk-Tech, and this is massive. This is 40 ampere hours. It's not something you take around and put in your pocket particularly, but I've done a review on this before. It's a very impressive power brick. Let me turn that off because it's buzzing away and annoying me. The output on here, this bidirectional port on here, is 141 watts. So I could charge this at a very high voltage. So I'm going to charge this with this. And the important thing when you're doing these sort of tests is that you must use the correct type of USB-C PD cable. Don't just use a cheap old one. I mean, this is a fairly standard what you get for a couple of pounds. You need a 100 watt cable. This is the one that came in the box from INIU. But I've got loads of these all over the place. They're going to cost you about £10. They're quite expensive compared to the standard cable. So let me plug this into the 100 watt output on there and plug it into the big input on here. Here we go, it's going up. That is consuming 95 watts, which is pretty comparable with what we were seeing. Ow, that's hot. With that was being displayed on the electronic load. So that sort of triangulates that bit of information. So again, pretty impressive. So let's just try this on the 45 watt output. Here we go. There we go. That's delivering 44 watt. Well, that's delivering 44 watts into here. One of the quick tests we can do is to see how the USB-A port works. So I need a slightly different lead here. So we're going to plug this into the 18 watt output there. And this end is going to go into here as well. That cable's a bit long and cumbersome. Let me plug that in there and see what we get. Creeping up, doing a bit of negotiating. There we go. 17 watts. So that just proves that this is delivering what it's supposed to be delivering. Hopefully you can see that. There we go. Pretty good. I have to say, for such a small pack, I'm very impressed with this. At around £70 in the UK and a similar dollar price in the US, this isn't the cheapest power bank out there, but you do get what you pay for. And in this case, you're getting a compact, high-capacity unit that delivers a lot of watt hours in what is a pretty small package. So, should you avoid, shortlist, consider, or maybe just buy this power bank? Well, I've been using it for about a week now, and although INIU sent it to me for review, I liked it so much, I just went ahead and ordered another one, which probably tells you everything you need to know. And there's links in the description below where you can buy this, as usual. Amazon supplies everywhere, or you can order it direct from INIU. Hopefully, this review has given you enough info to decide if this is the right power bank for you. Do you think it's worth it? Let me know in the comments. And if you found this video helpful, a thumbs up would be greatly appreciated. And if you're new here, consider subscribing for more reviews like this. And you can also follow me on Facebook or Instagram. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.